Before I went into the break, I asked the BJP representative and I asked the executive editor of Kamal Sandesh whether, given the fact that this attempt to create communal trouble has been largely exposed, the BJP will rethink and go back. Both of them on the counter have, on the contrary, have gone on to justify this BJP-VHP action in Moradabad. I only want to make a comment.
You did not allow anyone to answer, Arnab.
I'm only making a comment, Sambit.
Arnab, you did not allow me to answer. Don't put words into my mouth. I never answered.
No, good. You
did not allow us to answer.
If you're rethinking your position, it's good. I just want to say
No. I am not rethinking my position. First, allow anyone to answer, then we'll treat our
I only am saying this to you, Sambit. You have misunderstood Hinduism as a religion which
I have understood Hinduism very well. I am a very good Hindu.
Yes.
And majority of Indians are very good Hindus and Muslims.
And let me tell you one thing,
The only problem is that you try to communalize every tribal little issue.
Mr. Patra, you see, I'll tell you, Mr. Patra, first of all, I am also a very proud Hindu. I don't believe that Hinduism is dividing religion versus religion. In this country, people are sleeping on roads. You are talking about Akhand Bharat, that is Hinduism. People are going hungry. People are going hungry. No, I am telling you, people are. One second.
Simple matter of law and order.
People are going hungry. Children are sleeping hungry on the roads, and you are dreaming about loudspeakers in temples.
What is this?
People are committing suicide. They are leaving villages because of poverty. And you are thinking of ways in which you can put Hindus versus Muslims. This is silly.
You should have a topic of food security bill.
This is not food security bill. But you have your priorities right.
So naturally, I will talk on loudspeaker.
You got your priorities completely wrong. You see,
no, I have my priorities right. When you are cornered on loudspeaker, you change towards food security bill now.
I'll tell you, Sambit, just 1 minute, please, and don't keep shouting.
No, I'm not shouting.
What I'm saying, Sambit, I'm just talking to you.
Just allow me to answer. I will be calm.
Mr. Sambit, please be calm. Problem is, don't lose your composure. Don't lose your composure just because you've lost your argument.
No, I have not lost the argument.
You may lose your argument, but don't lose your composure. The question
is, lost. And I believe if you don't
I am only saying today, and I'm getting Ami
Agnikin.
In this country today, people are suffering, they are hungry, they are poor, they are sleeping on roads, people are leaving villages, farmers are committing suicide. There are so many problems, and all that the BJP can think about is how to get one loudspeaker involved and interfere in the functioning of law and order, create a little bit of trouble, boss. Then I am telling you, you've got your priorities completely wrong then. You are completely out of sync with what people want.
Just imagine.
And large numbers of people, for some time, they may go with what you say largely. Eventually, people will say, give us jobs, don't give us communalism.
I would just like to make
That's one simple point. Ami Agnik is coming back to the debate along with Shiv Shakti Bakshi. Ami Agnik.
Yeah, I would just like
Ami
to
Agnik.
One quick point.
Okay, let's get Ami and Shiv Shakti Bakshi on the screen. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Bakshi.
If you are sleeping in the road, okay. Are you asking me to respond?
No, you can respond. I am saying that it's a question of your priorities. For you the priority may be this. For other people, priority may be unemployment, poverty, and issues such as more relevant issues than this.
Or no, why didn't you discuss those relevant issues?
We have always discussed it, and we'll continue to discuss it. Mr. Bakshi.
See, if we are hungry, we are sleeping in the road, that doesn't entitle you to actually hurt our religious sentiment.
Who is hurting? Who is hurting?
The priorities are there. No, priorities are there. The government is working on those priorities, but that doesn't mean that the religious sentiment should be hurt.
Mr. Bakshi, are you saying to me that Sangeet Som? No, are you saying to me, Mr. Bakshi? Are you really saying to me that man, that troublemaker? What's his name? He's a professional troublemaker. What's his name? That fellow. Sangeet Som.
These are bias presumptions.
That professional troublemaker called Sangeet Som is good for this country. Are you saying that professional troublemaker called Sangeet Som is good for this country? Are you
professional? What kind of word are you using?
He's a professional troublemaker.
Nexus between VHP and BJP.
Yes, I'm saying BJP-VHP Tango.
What kind of?
I said BJP-VHP Tango. What's wrong with the words? It appears the BJP and VHP are working together.
What's words you are using?
No, do I have to take your permission to choose what words to use?
These words are actually.
No, what's wrong with the words?
Be using these words.
What's wrong with the words? What's wrong with the words? It's the truth. You don't want me to speak the truth. So you want to censor me. You feel that you've come to pass, so I'll have to take your permission for what I'm supposed to say.
No, is he a professional troublemaker?
He is a professional troublemaker, Mr. Sangeet Som. It may embarrass you, but he is. I'll say it again. You won't like it, I'll say he's the professional troublemaker.
It is embarrassing me just because as a journalist who should have been a neutral person, he is making such a biased.
Are you saying that I have to learn my neutrality as a journalist from you, sir? I'm surprised. Ami Agnik is coming in.
It is obvious.
Ami Agnik is coming into the debate. Do you think the BJP will pull back after what you've heard?
Let him come. Teach what BJP should do.
Once. Do you think the BJP will pull back? Yes, Ami Agnik. It's an assumption. You see, everybody, let me get everyone's point of view on whether you will pull back. It is possible you will go ahead and communalize, but if you do, let it be a blatant attempt. Ami Agnik.
Arnab, as I said earlier, there is a design here and a very strong plan in place. So whether they will pull out or not is very obvious. But the one thing which you have noted in the last several weeks, the BJP spokesperson shouts so much they do not let the debate go on in the right direction. Their priorities are very clear because the priority is only one point agenda: defy the constitution, defy the law and order, only see that the fabric of India is destroyed.
The country was blind and was not shouting because you never showed the right direction.
Mr. Patra, please don't interrupt when I'm speaking. Mr. Patra, don't shout like this.
And you did not comment on the spokespersons of BJP, for God's sake.
Mr. Patra,
you don't comment on the spokespersons of BJP.
Mr. Patra, don't shout, please. You are supposed
to
answer.
I'm just
and you are supposed to tell your priorities. You talked about development. You talked about development. You did not talk of creating this kind of disharmony. You did not talk of defying the constitution.
Who is creating disharmony, Amiji?
Defying the law and order situation everywhere. You did
who is
not
creating
talk about
in Moradabad, the BJP
2 days ago when Katju case was discussed, none of the Congress spokespersons appeared on the television. And suddenly when there is a Hindu-Muslim murmur, each of the Congress spokespersons
now Sambit, you got confused. Mr. Sambit Patra, we got confused. 1 minute. Sambit Patra, you're now...
I'm not confused.
One second. 1 minute. I want to say something to something. No, 1 second.
If you don't allow anyone to answer and you want to mislead the nation, then nothing can be done.
Sambit, this is a very interesting position that you are taking today.
Tell me.
In the first part of, of the debate, you were factually incorrect. Then you try to change your position.
No.
In the second part of the debate, you are confused. What is wrong today?
When you said that whenever there is a Muslim majority area, the Hindus should pull down their mic.
No, I didn't say that.
I believe they should live harmoniously together.
I did not say
this is my firm faith. This is my firm belief that Hindus and Muslims should live together. Why should a minority pull down their mics? Why should they pull down their mics?
What you are doing right now amounts in the English language. No. You see, there's in the English language. What you are doing,
you are making it a Hindu-Muslim.
No. He wants to make it a Hindu-Muslim.
Arnab is making that from the very beginning. No one else is making
Mr. Patra, what you are doing is in classical English. You know what it is called. Ajay Bose, 1 minute. Ajay Bose, Sambit Patra. This is what happens when people are completely with their backs to the wall. They try to fight windmills. What Sambit Patra is doing in the English language is called fighting windmills.
As the ruling party, to diffuse the situation.
Yes, you have to diffuse the situation.
Are you going to diffuse the situation?
Or aggravate it?
Aggravate the situation.
Yes. Diffuse or aggravate?
Always been diffusing the situation. Bharatiya Janata Party has never misled the nation.
No,
I was in the beginning.
So you are calling off.
You all were the ones who were talking about 2002.
Okay. So
the Supreme Court went contrary to your views. You were the one who was shouting at the top of your voice about Muzaffarnagar riot. But then Supreme Court spoke against your views. It shows that Bharatiya Janata Party never misleads
Mr. Patra,
the nation.
let me summarize what you said.
It is the insensitive media and the Congress which misleads the nation.
Mr. Sambit Patra, let me summarize what you have said, just to put you correctly.
You never allowed me to say anything.
You have said that you will diffuse the situation. You are saying that you will pull back your attempt of your BJP leaders to go to Moradabad and make it worse. I think this decision of yours to pull back your leaders going to Moradabad and making it worse will be appreciated by a lot of people.
How did you get to know? How did you get to know of the decision?
You said you are diffusing the situation, so that I assume therefore you are pulling back.
We have never escalated the situation. We have never ever escalated the situation.
Ranjana Bajpai, 1 second. Do you think the BJP representative is going back and forth today? You were hearing Sambit Patra. He says it is your party's fault. He says, kuch bhi ho, eventually it is the Samajwadi party's fault, irrespective of what we do.
It is Supreme Court which says. Sambit Patra does not say that.
BJP is trying to target Uttar Pradesh especially because they are not in power here. And after the Muzaffarnagar incident, this Moradabad incident, it was a small incident which could have been diffused by the local administration and the local politicians there, but the BJP jumped into it, not realizing that this time they have been exposed and people can see through their game. And in the times when you can see that there is poverty and there are so many issues of jobs and issue of industrialization, I don't think the people are going to tolerate this. And in the elections which they are targeting, in the by-elections, I think they will have to, they will realize what they are doing, because in the recent Uttarakhand elections also, BJP has lost all the seats.
No, Ms.
And I think the same is going to happen. The people are going to...
This question goes from me to all the viewers watching the Newshour tonight. In a country where there are problems of unemployment, price rise, housing, and multitude of real issues, in a country where hundreds of millions of people are suffering, what is more important, helping those people or doing something that leads to communal strife? That question goes out to everyone. Maybe the BJP will reconsider what it's doing, maybe it won't. We'll see what they do. Whatever they do, we are going to keep a very close watch on them. Thank you for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.